Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, baby. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be talking about sales, adoption. Our baby Sapphire is going global, baby. You got the world in your hands. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're new around here, my name is Miguel and I cover BNGO and NDM, all the juicy growth stocks. If you want to support the channel, click the join button above my head. It's only 99 cents, but you can join any tier. But if you're unable to, just you hitting like and clicking subscribe on this video means the world to me. I love you guys. Welcome back to the channel, my BNGO cowboys. Ride 'em, baby. So first things first, analysts are still rating us at a strong buy. We've got a price target of $12, a high price target of $14, and a low of $10. But near towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you the bullish of bullishes price predictions. Sneak peek. And let's show you this tweet from 48 minutes ago. We have Joe Butler here showing another Sapphire installation. Sapphire everywhere. So this Sapphire installation is at the MGZ Medical Genetics Center in Munich. You can see there a beautiful Sapphire. And Mr. Goody Goody Greg said, you know what time it is. Get that nano nozzle whiskey out there. And when they're using the Sapphire, they were so convinced they installed it. They bought it up and they installed it in their lab, and now the team is glowing. Look at those smiles behind the masks. X-ray vision. So this latest installation in Munich actually comes after an installation over here. We can see here, I think it's in Belfast, but the Belfast Trust likes this. Shane McKee, UK, actually shared this, and he is in Belfast, Northern Ireland, so I'm assuming it's there. Locked, loaded, and ready to analyze. He's a bingo cowboy as well. Welcome, Shane. So we're really seeing, you know, the installations, the adoption of Sapphire, but let's show you one more. The man like Juicy Cisco, he decided to share this. This was actually back on the 23rd of May. The first Sapphire optical genome mapping system in Africa. Wow. So you can see we managed to install this with the help and support of Whitehead Scientific. Now Africa is seeing the power to utilize optical genome mapping. So will this be the first of many? Another thing that could help adoption is this, what Joe Butler actually tweeted on May the 20th, 2021. They have a company goal of actually trying to get the cost down to $100 per mapped genome in the next few years. When he says next few years, what is he talking, only like 2 years? It's ambitious but achievable. He can't wait. So with the cost coming down, this is going to be even more accessible to so many different hospitals and clinical labs around the world. As Cantaloupe said, he said, baby, bingo's going global. So Cisco Trader over on StockTwits also shared this very interesting thing. I love this. This was nice DD as well, baby. When Eric Homeland said, you know, there's big potential for Sapphire in agri-genomics, Cisco shared this. So he said, those looking for information on the China sales, it's not bad. It's about over $500,000 in 2 contracts. So who were these customers? We can see over here, Optical Atlas Instrument Project of the Sesame Research Center of Henan Academy of Agricultural Sciences. So he shared the links here and he's got the little screenshot here. So it's about $250,000 and another $395,000. There we go, baby. Scroll down to the bottom, you'll be able to see the unit prices here. 2.5 milli, 1.6 milli. So he just converted over those yuans to US dollars. So if these guys are utilizing it for agricultural sciences and they're using it within their labs over there with their bio-nano plant tissue DNA extraction kits, there is literally so much they can do with the Sapphire machine. They can impact so many different industries. And I want you to take a look at this as well. The Globe football prices rise for the 10th month in a row. This is from the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations. So with food prices and food demand growing globally, they're going to need to yield as much food as possible. They're also expecting the world cereal production in 2021 to increase. And this is for the 3rd consecutive year in a row. So they're expecting it to reach a new all-time high in 2021 of 785 million tons. And that's for global wheat. But I think China's going to be working on a lot of stuff as well. They're probably going to be looking at ways they can genetically modify a lot of food to make it yield not only more food but have desirable traits. So they need to do the initial research in order to genetically edit and modify some of these foods. Now I'm saying error-free assembly. So not only can Sapphire be used in many different ways, it can be used for plants, it can be used for animals. So I think the Sapphire will be used in many different industries, from plants to bacteria, viruses, perhaps even aliens one day. Bingo to the moon. So 3 months ago, this was actually in a small Reddit group. Oh, when I say small, they have 222,000 compulsive gamblers apparently. Their little group called Small Street Bets, and this guy believed that the stock will be about $25 by the end of this year. Now let's take a look at what institutions are currently building their positions out on, what kind of average price range. Then let's look at the most bullish of bulls. Thank you to all my bingo cowboys for all your love and support in many different ways. We actually managed to get a little bit of Fintel, so shout out, baby. I love y'all. I love y'all guys. So yeah, thank you to everybody that donates to the channel and helps out in various ways. Here we can now see all the average prices, and we can see that, you know, some people have built up positions within the $8 range, some in the $5 range. A lot of them actually have it at $5.58, which is very peculiar, and $5.59. These guys have hundreds of thousands of shares, some of them have millions of shares. But considering BNGO is currently what price? $6.04. Some of you guys have it at 50 cents. But if these companies have it, you know, if these big institutions have it around about $5.80 and $5.50, these guys often trade on multiples. So Vanguard Group, for example, with an average of $5.58, 9 million shares, what do they value BNGO to be in the future? Why have they picked it up and have an average like this when some of the retail investors, you know, they done their DD, they found it at 50 cents per share? What do these guys value it will be if they're making an initial entry point, some of these guys at $5.58? Citadel doing a little bit of call and puts. What will BNGO become in years to come? So let's take a look at this guy, New Tsunami. I love it. So there's a geezer called Admiral Tweezer, and he was talking about BNGO consumables, and he was talking about $100 a day per consumable in every hospital globally is about $16.4 million per day in revenue. So at Illumina's price to earnings ratio of 80, BioNano would be worth around about $480 billion, or around 300 times current share price, for a price target of $1,862. The next thing is we might get to a point where 10 to 50 sapphire tests are done at each hospital. Let that sink in. So they said here's their valuation, BNGO price target $1,862 per share. Man, I like that. I like your kind of analysis, my friend. And then if we take a look here, I like that math. Oh baby. So we got a reply to Admiral Tweezers from New Tsunami, and he said he's tempted by the numbers and he shares the optimism profoundly for BNGO, but he said let's take it down a notch, so even if they just get a few of the installations that he's talking about. So he said let's take the numbers down a few notches for the number of hospitals installing Sapphire anytime soon. So New Tsunami said some of the hospitals may be based in the Himalayas, could be in the Peruvian Andes, the Colombian jungle, Nigeria, Morocco, Indonesia, and the plains of Mongolia. He was naming all these different countries where he thinks it wouldn't be adopted super fast. He's saying they won't have it till about 10 to 15 years from now. But he said take for example, instead of a whole like 164,000 global hospitals, take 15% of that, but allow a higher number of installs in 1%, up to about 6 systems. So 1% of hospitals, 6 systems. So he said that equals 24,600 hospital install bases total, about 22,000 at one system, and 1,600 hospitals at 6 systems. So that's 22,960 plus 9,840. So about 32.8 thousand installs. And at 32.8k installs, he's saying that's still 3 times the anticipated number of 10,000 sapphires by Dr. Eric Holmlin, and that's just in hospitals only, no labs. Either way, these guys are both super bullish, and they're still battering the conservative estimates of 10,000 sapphires by Dr. Eric Holmlin. And imagine adding those additional labs as well, those CLIA certified labs. And what about all the universities? So when I say to you guys I'm in it for the long run, obviously you guys haven't seen me a lot lately. I've been working super hard so I can buy as much BNGO, NNDM, Palantir as possible. I decided to hold back from buying Ethereum and actually bought some more BNGO today. But this is just a price forecast, you know, $14 high. This price forecast is for the 12 months ahead. And depending on how the business gets built out, how many sapphires are adopted, how many sales they make, they don't announce sales until, you know, the sale is done and it's fully installed. So even if they reserve that money, they take it in, they wait until it's installed in a place, and then they show it, they upload it to us to say, you know what, sale confirmed. So if all those sales manage to happen in the years to come, more global adoption, OGM gets written into guidelines around the world. This is the current kind of estimate and analysis from these analysts. But what do you think this will become? As we start to see visually more and more global adoption, my conviction just grows stronger than ever, and I just continue to buy up as much BNGO as I can while it's down here in the 6s, in the $5.50 range. On a weekly basis, I'm accumulating shares. I'm trying to build out to 1,000 shares in my position. I think I'm roughly holding about 300 and something shares at the moment. And that's because we put all our money into oil and workhorse at the beginning of our investment period this year. But I'm going to try and build out my position as fast as possible, because I know in years to come, I believe this company is going to do really well. And remember, none of this is financial advice. It's for entertainment only. I want you to tell me your thoughts on where you think Bionanogenomics is going to be at the end of this year. Just tell me your price predictions and tell me why. And I also want to thank all of you guys for your love and support throughout this time period. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm going to get into some more deep dives when I have free time, and thank you so much for all your love and support on this channel. As always, if you're able to support the channel, please click the join button just above my head. It's only 99 cents. But if you're unable to, just you hitting like and clicking subscribe means the world to me. Drop me some comments and I'll catch you in the next video. Mr. Invest a Lot, over and out, baby. Shh.